thanks so much for clicking on my channel. Well, all smiles over here. I am Will Sanja. It's like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep a smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep it long, but y'all already know. If it gets good, I'm going to keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The goal of the next today is riding your bumper. But before I get to running my mouth, let's go ahead and shake up this manifestation jar, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Let's see what we get for today. I pulled one, and it says what? It says what? Multi-streams of income, and we'll take this what all day long. Yes, we will. Listen, I know you guys have experienced this just like I have. You're in traffic, going somewhere, to the grocery store to pick your kids up, and you're heading to work. You're going somewhere, and you're going the speed limit. Maybe you're going 5 over or maybe 10, right? And while you're driving to get to that destination, you realize that somebody is riding your bumper. Somebody is just so close, and you're like, why are they so close? And you're looking like, goodness, they are so close. They're so close to me, right? And what they're doing, they're trying to get you to speed up. They're riding your bumper. Why? Because in their mind, in their head, is that if you don't speed up, if you don't rush for them, then they may not make it to their destination on time or ever. And can I tell you something? That's what the mind-body ego does to you as well. When it has not witnessed the manifestation as of yet, it will begin to throw out all types of thoughts, saying, well, it shouldn't take this long. It's been taking a long time. Shouldn't you do something about it? In other words, it wants you to let it, figure it out. I'm here to tell you, don't do it. You are right where you're supposed to be. You better tell your mind, body, and ego the way you tell those people in traffic, and I tell them in traffic, if you such in a hurry, in a rush, you need to go around. Go around me, because I'm not going to speed and I'm not going to rush. Tell your mind, body, and ego, and that's just basically you're saying get into submission, because where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. This is the process. Things are getting in their proper positions in order so that they can line up perfectly. Then you will receive the manifestation. The thing is, if you're not all the way aligned and connected and you don't know who you are at core, you will pay attention to your mind, body, and ego riding your bumper, and you'll begin to entertain that. And then you'll begin to do what? Rush the process. Maybe, just maybe, you are waiting to manifest a new car. But because your mind, body, and ego have not witnessed it, it's saying, hey, listen, there's a car lot on so and so and so and so and so. They will work with your credit. Go over there and talk to them. You'll be able to get a brand new car. Yes, you will. You'll get a new car. And what do? You listen to the mind, body, and ego riding your bumper, and you'll mosey on over there to that car lot, and they'll show you the shiniest car. Maybe it has a little bling on the inside, and you'll do what? Go ahead and get the car. Why? Because they work with your credit, or maybe they knew a friend of the family. You get what I'm saying? And then a month down the road, or 2 or 3 months down the road, guess what? You need to make some repairs on the cars. You end up finding out that the car you got was a lemon. And now you got to either fix the car or now replace the car. Does that make any sense? It doesn't. Listen, when you know who you are at core, which is God, and you are staying all the way aligned and connected, guess what? Your credit score has nothing to do with you getting your manifestation. Guess what? Your mama and them, knowing the people, whatnot, has nothing to do with it. You connected with other, none of that has nothing to do with it. When you know who you are at core, which is God. When you put the request in, it is granted. It ain't got nothing to do with your, like I said, credit score. It has nothing to do with that they know your parents, or that they know your brother or your sister, or that you went to school with them. It has nothing to do with that at all. None whatsoever. You listening to me? So don't be tricked and fooled by the mind, body, and ego, because it's riding your bumper, telling you to speed the process up. You don't want to skip no steps, trust me, because what you'll end up doing is, instead of you riding out in the Lamborghini, you'll be in a Ford Nissan. I think that's it, the Nissan. And ain't nothing wrong with a Nissan, because I used to want a Nissan Maxima back in the day. You can tell me that. I was like, I'm getting a Nissan Maxima just as soon as I turned 18 years old. That's how I was. But listen, those of you who are sports car fans, do you want the Nissan or do you want the Lamborghini? Do you want the Nissan or do you want the Porsche? Do you want a Nissan or do you want the Bugatti? Do you want a Nissan or do you want the whatever Mustang? You get what I'm saying? If you're patient enough on yourself, because you're God, and timing has nothing to do with it, then you'll get exactly what you want versus you settling. Do the same thing with the home. The mind, body, ego riding your bumper, saying you know you need to get a house. You know you need another house. This house too small. And you go ahead because they're going to work with your credit, or because they know your mama and them, or you went to school with them, and you end up doing what? Going on over there. And then they get you was in a 2-bedroom, but they get you into a 3-bedroom. So you all excited, the mind, body, ego all excited, and you high-fiving it. And then God at court and you said, if you just had waited just a little bit longer, you would have got a 5-bedroom. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You in a hurry because the mind, body, ego riding your bumper. And they say, hey, listen, I know you want to work at that company, but they're taking too long to respond. Go ahead and rush the process. Apply to other company. They ain't going to pay you as much, but they're going to pay you more than what you're getting now. And you end up working over there. But come to find out, you're going to be working more hours. And you ain't going to get much vacation time. And it's really not more than what you was making before. And then God at court said, if you just waited a little bit longer, they were going to call you. They were going to email you. But you was flipped. All because your mind, body, and ego was riding your bumper. You better tell your mind, body, and ego like you tell those people in traffic, like I tell them in traffic. Go around. I'm not going to rush. The destination will still be there. I will receive the manifestation. Can you do that for me? I want you to get exactly what you have requested. That and more. Don't feel rushed. Don't feel rushed in this process. You're right where you're supposed to be. And if you're patient enough and understand who you are at core, which means what? You don't go by timing. Time has nothing to do with it. Credit has nothing to do with it. Who you know, who they know, has nothing to do with it. The only thing you need to know that you're God at core and that you will come through for you. Have some patience. Have some faith in who you are. Stay aligned and connected. And I tell you what, you will be satisfied at the end. You will. You will. You will. I hope you got what I said. But if you didn't, rewind this thing and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the mask of smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming.